Hey everyone, let's be ready for a new exciting episode of grinding. I could very easily do all the grinding off screen, but it probably won't take that long, honestly. I don't have to get that many levels, so let's take out Terrence here and see how well he does. Probably not particularly well, but yeah, we've got Absorb, we've got Growth. And I've looked at this thing's level up move pool, and much like all baby Pokemon, it is not really much to be impressed by. Yeah, I think we're going to be doing some bait and switch for the first few levels here. I do have the Return TM, which I should probably teach it. I'm going to hold off on that for this episode. I might do it eventually. I'll probably end up giving in and having to do it. Because, I don't think this thing learns any attacks other than Absorb and Mega Drain. So, like, its coverage is basically non-existent. And here we have, things that it is not super effective against. So, let's, just get prepared for this one. I don't think it's a high enough level to have Poison Sting yet, which, luckily for me, Badoo is part poison anyway, so it can't get poisoned by it, but let's do a shit ton of these and just absorb. God, will I be able to beat it when it has the all-powerful tackle move? Surprisingly, yes. So yeah, we're gonna go up a few levels. I am not comfortable fighting trainers until I can easily defeat wild Pokemon, so it'll be a little bit. Since this is going to be a grindy section, this will be a good time to explain one of the things I'm planning on doing in this series, commentary-wise. Don't get excited, it's not going to be that interesting. My idea is basically, since I enjoy rambling about, like, past Pokemon that I've used in games before, and, like, what circumstances were behind those playthroughs and stuff, and nobody really gives a shit about any of that, but I like to hear myself talk. I figured every episode I'll talk about, like, one game and what it involved. So, I'll just basically go through all the games that I've played, including the, like, repeat playthroughs and ROMs and stuff, and it won't take up that much time. It'll just be, like, a couple minutes of the episode, and who knows, there may be some people who actually find it interesting. So to start on that, my first Pokemon game was Blue. I did not get it when it first came out. I was heavily opposed to Pokemon originally and thought it was just like a passing fad that I wanted to have nothing to do with. And eventually I kind of gave in because I realized it wasn't going away and I wanted to see what it was about, so I rented Blue version from whatever place you can rent games from at the time. I don't know what it was. Started the game with Squirtle, got through, I want to say up to, like, Vermilion. I don't remember if I got any further than that. I remember Vermilion specifically because, I know that, the Squirtle was basically the only thing that I trained, and so by the time I got to the SSN, I was fighting somebody on the ship, and it evolved into Blastoise, so I had gotten it to level 36 by that point, which is slightly over-leveled. I might have had a Diglett. I don't know. That was my very, very first playthrough. Since it was a rental, I didn't finish it. Eventually did actually get the game. Picked Squirtle again. Pretty much did the same thing, honestly. I don't have any memories of, like, a team that I really used throughout the game, other than Blastoise, and I had a Dugtrio that I nicknamed Earthquake. I named it that before knowing that it would learn a move called Earthquake, so that was kind of great. That's pretty much all I remember. I know that at one point I basically realized that I was not playing the game very well and that I should probably raise other Pokemon. And so I'm like, well, I need type variety, so I'm going to have a grass type and a fire type and an electric type. So I caught a Bellsprout and a Vulpix, and probably a Pikachu, it might have been something else. And I basically left them at the levels that they were when I caught them. Didn't raise them, but carried them with me to make me feel better. And continued to just use the Blastoise and the Dugtrio. That was pretty much it. By the time I finished the game, like when I don't remember if I started abusing the glitches before or after finishing it, because I definitely knew about Missing No, but I think I tried to stay away from it for a bit. But yeah, I eventually did start abusing the crap out of it. And, so basically the game just ended up degenerating into me using a team of what I have to assume was Blastoise, the 3 legendary birds, Mewtwo, and then some other 6th thing that was on a cycle. Sometimes it was Dragonite, sometimes it was Missing No or M. Sometimes it may have been, Mew, because, no, actually I know for sure it was Mew eventually, because I did get a Game Sharked one. But I basically just ran through the Elite Four with a team of level 100s. Pretty much every one of them, if they could have some combination of Fire Blast, Thunder, Blizzard, Hydro Pump, and like that kind of stuff, they would. I basically just went for the high power moves and nothing else. Mewtwo definitely had Psychic, Recover. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I have no idea why I continued to fight the Elite Four with this team of level 100s. There was no reason for me to do that, but I did it a lot. And that was basically my experience with Blue. The next game that I would be getting would be Yellow, and my experience in Yellow was not all that much different, except that one didn't have easily accessible Missing No, so I was not able to abuse that. But yeah. That's it for that one. Like I said, it's not going to be too long of a ramble. And so, now that you've sat through that explanation and 7 minutes of grinding, I now have Stun Spore, which makes me feel a little better. Before I start fighting any trainers on this route, I feel like I should probably explore the city, so let's do that. I should talk to people and see if they have any free shit, because free shit is usually good. Oh, I guess it just became 5 o'clock. I'm like, why did the game just go under a random filter? Okay, yeah. So Looker won't let you leave. I know I'm supposed to go to the trainer school, I'm just putting it off. Aren't there clowns I'm supposed to find? Okay, what do the groups do? I remember this being a thing, and I don't remember at all what it does. Okay, so what does the group do? God, okay. This is never going to be used, because obviously this doesn't have Wi-Fi or anything, but I have to come up with a stupid name for a group, so... Mongoose. It won't be completed because there's not enough space, so it's the Mongoose group. Yeah, it's a real great name. Yeah, that group is not getting any new members, ever. Alright, well, wasn't that thrilling. Let's hunt down some clowns. No, I didn't see you. Nobody gives a shit. Okay, fine, I'll go to the stupid trainer school. Am I healed? Not quite. I know there's a couple trainers in there, so I will make sure that I am able to fight them. Alright, so here's your usual burn heal, heals burns type of information, which I won't worry about too much. I think my precious Pokemon are probably going to get hurt a fair amount. So here, I have the stupid map. Blah, blah, blah. Go away. Okay, luckily I don't fight him. Now here's two people just kind of standing in preparation for something. I wonder what they might be there for. Alright, so Budu's first trainer battle. Let's see if it doesn't suck horribly. Go, my Pokemon, go! Oh boy, I think it's gonna suck horribly. Luckily I have Stun Spore. Let's see, is level 6 high enough to have Peck or Wing Attack? I guess we'll find out. Shit. Alright, let's go ahead and get one growth in. Shit. Not that Quick Attack is super effective, mind you, but it kind of defeats the purpose of being paralyzed. If paralysis kicks in enough, I might be able to do this. Come on, please kick in. Like, at all. Forget frequently, just... oh, okay, that works too. Alright, let's go heal and fight the other one. Could have sworn they had Abras. Maybe the girl does. It's kind of weird for, like, him to just have a common one and her to have an Abra, though. Let's see. Save stating again. So, what do we have here? Nope. Maybe Abra was Diamond and Pearl. Or I'm thinking of something completely different. I could have sworn they had that. Anyway, Bidoof, I'm not too worried about you. Okay. Okay, battle's over. And... okay. What the fuck is this? I thought you got an 8... Didn't you get hidden power from these people? Did they just change that? Or am I thinking of a different game? Like, is that Gen 3 that happens? I could have sworn you got hidden power there. Oh well. Okay, well that's our exciting trainer battles for the day. Here, I'm gonna run in between you and block your wireless communications. Double happy. I always hated that line because that implies that the item is like the same value as the Pokemon. Otherwise it wouldn't be double. But that's just me overthinking things. It's like when your first grade teacher is like, you should never say, I want the bigger half, because halves are identical. Like, it's... I don't know. Maybe that's not really a thing that happens. That always stood out to me, though. It's like when people say that thumbs aren't fingers. Like, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there, but... Shut up. Alright, so... That's the GTS, which I have no reason to go to anyway, but I have no access to it, so whatever. Did I talk to the people in here? Did they give anything? Okay, whatever. Well, it looks like that's most of the town. Oh. And yet you have no Pokesh? Alright. Let's find these clowns. I bet they're going to be really hard to find. Is one of them still up here? What do you know? It is. I love these stupid questions. Obviously, it's just, tutorial crap still, but it's a little bit of a waste of time. Alright, so there's Looker. Let's wander over here. Hey, look, it's another clown. If this was the trading card game, then it wouldn't be. That's one thing that I never really understood about the card game. I never really played it or anything. I played a little bit of the trading card game. But not the, like, actual cards, though. And I forget, like, if you put... Like, if something has a colorless move, and you use, like, fire energy to use the colorless move, does that make it a fire attack? Or is it still typeless? It was kind of weird. But, anyways. Here's the best part of the game. So let me take a look at these coupons, which I like how they actually gave different graphics to. That's more effort than I would have expected. Okay, let me count them. Let me use the Poketch here and use the counter app. Like, why? Just count them. There's 3. You don't have to put any thought into this. You can look at it and identify that it's 3. God. Also, I realized this earlier today. I think this might have been the first thing that I ever really saw that had the word app in it, because wasn't this game like before smartphones were really super popular, and usually other things would just call them applications because that's what they are. I don't know, I still really hate the word app. It might be because I read Maddox's old article about like words that he hates, and that was one of them, and it rubbed off on me, but I still really hate the way it sounds. Alright, let's do an interview. Which one do I use the most? Well, I've used it for all of 1 minute, and I've only used one, so there we go. Alright, let's see what my comment is. God. Union. My feeling on it is poffin. God. Here, I need to do this interview, but it has to be really short, so you only have time for one word. Go. Alright. Wait, did they just say, our business isn't very impressive? Nice. Way to sell your company. Okay. Do I get any more apps here? Because there might be some that are actually slightly useful. I like that guy because he refers to the fact that Pokemon is, in itself, a combination of two words. But, anyway. Okay, no, I did not get any new ones. So far this has been a slightly useless episode. I don't think there's a whole lot else to do in the city. If I head off this way, I think I get an old rod. Or just get stopped by the cops, that works too. How is it almost unknown to people? There's a town on the other side of it. Yeah. Probably not gonna use it. The only time I see myself fishing for anything is if I need a surf slave, and I don't bother catching like a weasel or something, so... No, actually, because Bidoof can learn surf, I'm pretty sure, so yeah, that'll be fine anyway. Well, that's it for that route. And I think Looker is gone, so yeah. That way is progress, this way is not, so let's go the way that isn't. I'm still going to be save stating before trainer battles because I am not completely confident in Terrence's abilities yet. Well, geez, thank you. Okay. Alright, something that doesn't resist grass. Good. Begin by stunning it. Now, in Gen 6, I know that they changed something with paralysis. Is it that electric types can't get paralyzed at all, or is it just that they can't get paralyzed from electric moves? Because I don't really feel like they needed that buff. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to have type-exclusive stuff like that, like how grass types can't get hit with powder moves now, but, It's always kind of hard keeping track of, like, when different mechanics are introduced and which ones exist in which games and how many bagels there are in a bakery. Oh! I like how it's not just a Magikarp, it's a Magikarp that his dad gave him. Like, I'm pretty sure this has been said before, probably in, like, some old LP I've watched of this, like maybe just Datai's Starly Run or something. Like, this guy's dad is a dick. He's like, hey, have this Pokemon, it'll be great. You should go challenge people with it. And is that all we have up here? Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking the, fast-forward walking method in grass is going to be the one to go with here. And oh boy. The fight of the century. Let's begin with the growth. And begin with another growth. Okay. Drink in those quarter effective moves. Luckily, this enemy is not the smartest thing, and it's bothering with moves that aren't going to really matter that much, like Water Sport. Come on. Come on. Okay, I can get through this with 8 more PP. I was starting to get worried there, because I really did not want to turn this into a struggle match. Alright. That was worthwhile. Oh, what's your deal? Or you could just climb over him, you know, but no, it's too hard. Alright. Well, that's it for this path, I suppose. So, go back and heal. I think I've checked everything in the city. I looked at the condo, I looked at that building, and that's about it, so. I remember there being more here, because isn't this, like, the big city of the game? Like, Gen 1 had Saffron, Gen 2 has Goldenrod, 3 has Rustboro, or whatever the hell it's called. This one, it's like maybe Heart Home, but I think this is considered the big city of the game, and it's not really that big. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, so he's gonna have Chimchar and probably a Starly, both of which are going to be resistant to absorb, so I see this one ending really, really well. Okay, luckily it's a low level. As usual, start out with Stun Spore, which of course does not have perfect accuracy. Don't let that bird growl at you. It might lower all those physical attacks that you don't have. Alright. Well, luckily he seems to be using the dumbass approach here, so I can get in some growths. I think 3 will be good. And there we go. Wasn't that exciting? Now, the Chimchar is probably going to be a bit more of a menace, so... I do have Becky on me for backup, but I really didn't want to have to use anything other else. Oh, you know what? I have Water Sport. I forgot about that move. This might be the only time I ever use this move. Or it could just use Leer, okay? Come on. Are you going to use any moves? Like, I'm fine with you constantly using Leer, but I don't want to die to a single scratch. So... for God's sake, I'm going to die to a single scratch, aren't I? Does this thing even have Ember? Uh-huh. What is this AI? Yeah, I'm dying to a single scratch. It's going to happen. Maybe the paralysis will kick in. Or I could get a crit. Okay, so, confirmed. Donut is completely retarded. Did he attack me a single time in that battle? I don't think he did. It can't be because, like... I'm trying to think. Like, the AI is programmed... Like, wild Pokemon use random moves, but trainers generally use things that are super effective if they have that option. The Starly might have not had anything, but it could have used, like, Quick Attack or something, and it didn't. And the Chimchar could have done a lot of things, and it didn't. It just kept leering at me for no reason. Also, let's read that sign a couple more times, just to be safe. Alright, so... how many trainers can I avoid and then go back and fight anyway? The answer is 2. 2 trainers. Or just maybe 1. I get my get up and go from my Pokemon. What the fuck does that mean? Oh boy, things that resist grass. Okay, luckily I don't think this thing has any attacking moves whatsoever, so I can get in a bunch of growths. Exciting times. And paralyze for good measure. Please stop using Bide. Oh. Well, I'm gonna keep doing it, because it's in the middle of a Bide right now, so... and Water Sport for no reason. Is the Bide gonna end soon? Maybe the Bide already ended. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just don't want to die from the recoil or whatever you call it. Come on. Alright. Come on, RNG, don't screw me over. Okay, good. And luckily this thing's only level 6, so... Yeah, I think I'm giving the trainers too much credit. Because it's not like, like, out of the Pokemon you have access to at the beginning of the game, it's not as if Budu is, like, significantly worse than anything else. So... I can't even say that I'm, like, severely handicapping myself at this point. It's just the fact that I only have the one attacking move. Alright, anyway. It's a direct upgrade over Absorb. The only reason I'm not immediately replacing that is because of PP reasons. I really don't see myself using Water Sport, but you never know. I'll hold on to it just in case. So yeah. Well, let's go back and heal. Everybody's favorite pastime, running back and healing. I like the sped up healing noise. I was like, is it going to be anything interesting? No, of course it isn't. Are you going to talk about shorts? Nope, surprisingly not. He is going to talk about bonding. Yep, Mega Drain is definitely good. What's this thing's base power? Is it like 40? Or I don't think it's that good. It's definitely better than Absorb, though. Yeah, 40. What was Absorb? 10? 20? Probably 20. Okay, so he's gonna... Okay, I was about to say he's gonna take on a gym leader with one Pokemon, but at least it's something that would be super effective. Luckily for me, Poison randomly resists fighting, so I've got that going for me. Yeah, okay. Don't have much to say about this battle. I could probably turn off the, like, switch versus set thing right now, but it's not that big of an issue. I like how with a 10 level difference, it's and like putting in a couple growths, it still only did that much damage. Anyway, let me take a quick poll here. Do people want me to like skip through the battles really quickly like I've been doing, or should I just let them play out at normal speed like this? Because I feel like the important ones, like gym leaders and, like, main boss characters and rival fights and stuff, like, I'll probably play those out at normal speed, unless they get really grindy like that last one did with Donut, but, random trainer battles I don't think really need to be focused on that much. I don't want the entire playthrough to be like, ridiculously fast, sped up music. That sounds terrible. I don't know, that's just kind of the thing with Pokemon games. I don't mind the speed that they play when I'm playing it on a, like, actual system, but when I emulate it, I just feel like speeding through all of it. Nifty Keen. What, is this like the freaking 70s? Like, I'm trying to think what era that would even be. That actually sounds more like Brady Bunch. Isn't that like 60s? Also, this Psyduck is dead as shit. Is that the only reason you're wait, hold on. Go back. Okay, so does that mean that you've already collected a few, or that you'd like to? Because, A, collecting them because they're sparkly and pretty is kind of a dumb reason, and B, you have one Psyduck. I can see you maybe beating the Rock Gym with that. Even that, very debatable. So yeah, I don't think you have any badges. Alright, well, let's head into Orberg Cave, or whatever the hell it's called, because that needs to be a thing. It's possibly the shortest and most useless cave of all time. I don't know, actually, the one on the other route, like Jagged Pass or whatever it was called. No, isn't Jagged Pass 3rd gen? What was that thing called? It was... It's not even on the map. Ravaged Path, that's it. Yeah, that thing was slightly useless. Are you gonna give me an HM for no reason? HM for no reason? Yup, HM for no reason. Alright, well, Rock Smash is a decent move. I highly doubt Badu can learn it, but I can give it to Becky. I like how... I have this problem of not using my Pokemon's nicknames. Like, I need to stop doing that. Like, this thing's name is Terrence, and I keep not calling it that. But I will possibly get better about that. So fun fact, I can't show it off right now because it's blocked off, but this area up here goes downstairs, and in Platinum specifically, you can find level 10 Golbats down there. So you can theoretically have a level 11 Crobat, which is just kind of weird. Also, why is Psyduck in this cave? I think I remember that being the case, but it still doesn't make it make sense. Okay, I will be glad when not everybody has a Starly, because pretty soon they're going to start getting super effective moves, and I'm not going to be too happy about that. Shinx I can deal with. How about you? Do you have a Starly? I bet you're going to. Or a Zubat, that would also be annoying. To celebrate getting through this cave, which took 3 whole seconds. Or you just have a Bidoof, okay. And you're dead. Alright, do we have memes? I think we have memes. Not really memes necessarily, but like internet lingo. I thought this guy had internet lingo. Well, isn't there somebody who calls you a noob? And then there's like... I could have sworn there was other stuff besides that, but now I actually can't remember what it is. Because I remember, like, one of the translators for this game, like, is a Something Awful forum member or something, and just put a bunch of random internet memes and references in it. Like, not that many, but you run into them every once in a while. Alright, so you people are boring as hell. Dusk Ball. I might use that on something just for the sake of having it be in a Dusk Ball. I don't know, I think Yellow is a pretty good nickname. If you can name a dog Blue or Magenta, then you can name a Psyduck Yellow. Nope. There's been fewer and fewer in-game trades as the series progressed. Like, Gen 1 had quite a lot of them. A lot of them were useless, but then there were a few that were, like, completely necessary to get the Pokemon. It's like, kind of interesting. When they re-release the Pokemon games on 3DS next month, it is going to be, once again, completely impossible to get a Jinx that is not named Lola. Mr. Mime, I'm pretty sure you can catch in Yellow. And there's like a few other ones like that, but Jinx is not in Yellow at all, and it's trade only in Red and Blue. So the only way to get one that isn't nicknamed is with the Mew glitch. So that'll be kind of interesting. I should probably... because I am going to get one of those games, I don't know which version yet. And I should probably use a Jinx and get one through the Mew glitch specifically to have a different nickname. Alright, yeah, whatever. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna do this. Like, what is this? Why are you doing this? The other people don't have anywhere to go, like, they just wander as they please. But at least it kind of looks like they're idle. This person's just jogging back and forth for no reason. Okay, so anyway, there was a guy who said, like, if you show me a Geodude, you get something. I don't plan on catching a Geodude, so I'm not going to do that, but I should probably look up what that gets you. And you are all like, fossils exist. And how about you, balding man? Don't care. That's my thing, is I usually, I don't know if in my previous LPs, I don't know if I bothered talking to all the NPCs. I usually like to do that, because you do get free stuff occasionally, and when you find, like, people who give you TMs and things like that, that's always good. It's always hard to tell where you're gonna get those, because it's not always well advertised. Oh my god, a giant rock! So yeah, there's a big lump of coal. There's some guy rambling about friendship and magic and ponies and... don't care. Yep, it really is just a giant rock. Anyway, this is where you take fossils. I won't be doing that because A, no fossil Pokemon are babies, and B, the emulator doesn't allow you to go underground, so that'll be something that I will be skipping. And behold, the only fire type. No, Platinum actually did introduce a few others, but yeah, Diamond and Pearl, if you did not pick Chimchar, Ponyta was the only fire type you could get in the entire game until the post-game. So, that was the reason I chose Chimchar when I played through Pearl. I'll be going into my team in that, in a few episodes, since I'm only going to do one game per episode, but yeah. Did not use Ponyta. And I think that's it for this town, unless I didn't look at the mart, which it's a mart, I don't really care. Here, do you have mail? I gotta buy all the mail. Yup. Heal balls are... funky. I caught a Cresselia in one. That's the only thing I know about them. Alright, so that was Orberg City. Down there is a mine. There's a lot of people with Geodudes. That will be the subject of another episode, so... let me just take a quick look at my Poketch here. I've got a calculator. Got a step counter. They've got a team thing. I think I'll keep the team thing open, because that at least shows what I have with me. It's more interesting than the clock. I will show this off, though. A lot of people might not know about it. The calculator has a hidden function that it will actually play the cry of the Pokemon that matches the Pokedex number of what you have in here. So, like, since I don't have the National Dex, it's going off the Sinnoh one. Turtwig is number 1, so if I do 0 plus 1... you get Turtwig's noise. Bidoof is... 10, 11, 12, I think 13. So, let's see if we get a... Yep. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'll keep this up because it shows what I have with me. Not that it will be all that engaging, since I'm only going to have this one Pokemon for a while, but it'll show, like, who's alive and who's dead, and who's gonna get booted off the season. I don't freaking know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh boy, pal pads. That's just the last, I don't know. Not that it matters, because that's just how you show up in other people's games. Okay, so that's it for this. I think I'm already healed, but I'll heal again. I am decidedly not going to get the Pal Pad, and we are going to end our adventures here. So I will see you next time for... the game freezing, apparently. Okay, good. I was kind of scared there for a minute. But yeah, next time, Orberg Mine, the gym, that'll probably be it. Maybe some backtracking. The gym's not going to take that much time. Pork is a sweet, sweet meat because Batman forever! There we go!